What's poppin', YouTube? This your boy Ink in the Brain. We're back at it like a bad habit, man. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in. So, a while back, I made a video. I made a couple videos called, I think I called it Doing Time with Shooters Part 1 and 2, right? And in Doing Time with Shooters Part 1, I talked about when I was on my route to prison, right? I was in reception where Tory Lanez is right now, right? It's when they process you, figure out your points to see if you're gonna go to a 2-yard, a 3-yard, a 4-yard, or Supermax, right? And I met this youngster in there. They call him J4. He was from 40 Crip from San Diego. 19 years old, hot head, full-fledged gang banging. He punching on people, you know what I'm saying? He's sucking off shit in there. He beat people up in there, right? I told a story about how when he was on, he was on porter duty and got into it with one of his rivals that was in the shower. He came out, splattered him, and then Shadow came through with the sock with 2 soaps in it and punched one of the dudes in the nose, left him lick. I told the story, right? But the reason I'm telling y'all these stories is for the youngsters to learn, right? Because prison is nowhere you want to be. It's nowhere you want to go. It's nowhere you want to be, right? But the reason I put that story out about J4, man, is one, because, this was like a real cool, kind of down-to-earth kind of guy, right? Full of youth and energy. Like I said, he was only 19 years old, but he was definitely on some demon time. Straight shooter, you feel me? He had no problems with beating people up. He was one of them ones, right? And for 2, I want y'all to realize, like, these are the type of people you're gonna run into prison, right? So if you're not really about that, you run into a youngster like J4 or something like that, hey man, I don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen, you feel what I'm saying? But you need to be prepared, because these types of personalities are all through the prison system, right? So, but anyway, right, I wanted to give an update on bro, because, from time to time, I check up on people that I did time with. I look them up, kind of see what yard they on, see if they got any tickets, things like that, right? Well, come to find out, I look up J4 the other day, and he was involved in a riot. They got into a riot. So, okay, actually, let me start with this, right? So, when we got shipped off, when we left Alhambra, which is the reception center out here, right? He went to a 4-yard. He went to Cimarron, which is in Tucson. And I'm gonna post his tickets so y'all can see what I mean, right? But literally, I'm following the timeline, because they got one of the fighting tickets he got was when we was in reception, which was the only one he got caught for. And then literally, when he get to his first yard in Tucson, he got into a fight like 2 days after he touched down. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro. And then he got a whole bunch of tickets, right? I think he got caught with a cell phone, refusing to work, refusing to take a urine analysis, because and he's doing 15 years, by the way, right? So a lot of the people that's doing a lot of time in prison, man, I'm just gonna be honest with you, they get high. That's what they do. They get high, right? And when you get high, they do random urine analysis tests, and if you get high, you gotta refuse it. Otherwise it's seen as like you lightweight snitching, because, like, say if you on the block where the heroin man is at, and you getting high, and then you get they call you up for a UA, you take it and pop up positive. Well, now they're gonna basically do an investigation to see who got the sack. You feel me? And if you don't refuse it, you're basically involuntarily saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm getting high, and the sack is on the yard." You know what I mean? That's how they do it, right? But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, so he gets to Cimarron, and he was there for about a year, I think, and he just racked up so many tickets, man. They sent him to Maury. Now, Maury is a 4-yard in Buckeye out here, right? And they call it Murder Maury. They call it Murder Maury because it's like the most violent 4-yard out here. People getting stabbed, poked, a lot of people dying in there and stuff like that, right? And the doors, I don't know if they fixed this, but the doors don't lock in Maury unit. So somebody could literally just pop your cell, go in there and poke you up. It actually happened. There was a white boy in there. This happened like in 2019. I want to say, no, it wasn't 2019. No, yeah, I think it was 2019. There was a white boy in Maury. Basically, they ran up in his cell, I saw it on the news and everything. Ran up in his cell, beat him up. It was like 8 people beat him up, basically beat him to death, right? And the doors don't close, right? And that was a sad case because what I heard, I don't know how true this was, but I heard that they mistakenly thought he was in there for some bad charges, and it turned out he wasn't, but they didn't do their due diligence and basically got him gone, right? But RIP to him though. But no disrespect, but yeah, man, you feel me? So they shot J. Fo to the most violent 4-yard out here, right? So he and Maury, right? And yeah, I'm looking through his tickets, and he just got into a riot on September 1st, man. And you know what? The other thing is crazy, right? It's crazy how this all runs together. On Doing Time with Shooters Part 2, I talk about doing time with Memphis, who I was on the 3-yard with, right? Memphis had caught a body. He doing 15 years as well. And come to find out, they recently shipped him to Maury too. I looked him up too. And come to find out, he was in the same riot too. And you know what's weird though is when I looked him up, I was like, damn. And I realized that him and J. Fo was on the same yard. I started thinking, I'm like, damn, I wonder if they ran to each other and what their riot was about. And because they both on the same side, they both run black. But I just wonder how this riot happened and what it led to and how bad was it? Like, was people getting stabbed? Did anybody die? Or was it just people fighting with locks and socks and fists? You feel me? But yeah, Memphis is all on the same yard as J. Fo right now, man. And it's just weird how small the world is, because I'm pretty sure if they did meet each other and they start chopping it up, they might bring me up in some form or fashion, because I actually remember telling Memphis about J. Fo when I was on the 3-yard with him. So it would just be funny if they end up bringing me up, like, just in a conversation. But yeah, man. So I just hope. In closing, I don't want to drag this video too long, man. But I just hope that Memphis and J. Fo, you know what I mean, are doing good. That they didn't get poked up or nothing bad like that. I know J. Fo lives for that shit, so he probably had a good old time stabbing people and fighting people, right? Like that's what he does. But more so, I want y'all to realize that, again, if you're out here committing crimes that's gonna get you a lot of time in the penitentiary, I want you to double think about what you're doing, because things like this happen. Riots happen. The cold part is you don't have no say so in the matter. You're gonna have to hit yard every day for rec. If you're on a 3 or 4 yard, it's mandatory. So you're not just gonna be ducking no riots. And you can see it coming too, right? So if there's tension on the yard and people are doing things they're not supposed to be doing, you're gonna know about it. So you're not just gonna be caught off guard. Like you 9 times out of 10, you know when the riot's gonna come, right? So yeah, you're gonna be forced to participate in a riot, man. And I can honestly say that was one of my worst fears of being in prison. I wasn't really scared. I'm not no tough guy or anything like that, but truly and dearly, I wasn't really scared to go to prison. I already been through a lot of mental turmoil and physical, having my face shattered and neck broke and all that shit. So I've been hurt before, so I'm not scared to, necessarily get hurt, but riots can turn deadly, man. And I didn't want to be put in a situation where I had no say so in the matter. I just got to jump in just because I'm black. And if you the blacks and you funking with the Chicanos or the Positives or whatever, it go up on the yard, everybody's against the blacks, whether they white, Native American, Mexican, whatever, everybody's against us. So that's why you're going to have to stand tall when it comes to a riot, man. So, yeah, man, so just realize that even if you're not no gangster, maybe you're doing some fraud or you're doing some high-end retail theft, bro, they giving out retail. I met a dude who got like 12 years just doing organized retail theft. No violent crimes at all. You know what I'm saying? And I did a violent crime and I only got 2 years. So go figure, man. So yeah, man, you could be in there for something like that and it go up on the yard and now your life is in danger. You feel me? So just think about what you're doing, man. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Memphis did get that ticket, right, for that same riot on September 1st, but they actually ended up taking it off his record. So maybe they found that he wasn't, I don't know, maybe he wasn't the aggressor. They decided that they didn't want to charge him for some odd reason. But me knowing how I know Memphis, I know he definitely was jumping in though. So, but like I said, I don't know why they took that ticket off of him. So I'm not gonna post. I'm not gonna put his tickets in there, but I'm gonna put J. Fo's in there. Matter of fact, I might do it. You might see it in the middle of the video. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it in there. But yeah, man. So again, in closing, final closing, man. Be careful. Be aware of what you guys are doing. Don't commit any crimes, because trust me, you do not want to go to the penitentiary. It's not a fun place. You're gonna be eating dog shit food. You're gonna be thirsty as hell. You're gonna be fantasizing over women on the commercials. It gets real. It gets real in the pen, man. So stay out that motherfucker, y'all. But yeah, man. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Inky, man. I'm out.